The Hindu Kush Mountains run like a blade along the horizon, jagged and indifferent under a cold Afghan sky. February 2003. The U.S. invasion of Afghanistan has passed its first year. The conflict has settled into a grinding, hidden war of ridgelines, caves, and valleys. In northern Helmand province, the Baghran Valley sits like a closed fist. Small villages tucked between cliffs, wadis carving the slopes, terrain that rewards anyone who knows it. American intelligence is picking up chatter. A concentration of fighters near the village of Lajay, 33 degrees, 09 minutes north, 65 degrees, 07 minutes east, looks like more than a scatter of militants. It looks planned, it looks organized. What goes in as reconnaissance against suspected Taliban concentrations will turn into one of the longest, most brutal special forces engagements of the Afghanistan campaign. Wait a second, YouTube is telling me barely 1% of you watching are subscribed. Make sure to smash that like and subscribe button and make my day. Before dawn, soldiers from the 7th Group move out. Ground mobility vehicles rumble in formation, Humvees modified for combat, heavy with armor and weapons. Each truck is a small fortress. M250 caliber machine guns, MK-19 automatic grenade launchers, M240 machine guns. A Navy sniper team finds elevated ground and sets overwatch. Local Afghan militia, men who have fought in these hills for years, slip through the wadis with the Americans, pointing out blind canyons and concealed approaches. Light is still thin when the valley answers with fire. The first shots are surgical and sudden. Taliban positions erupt from everywhere. Cave mouths, rock-cut firing slits, the hollowed bellies of cliff faces. RPGs streak through the dawn air and punch blasts near the lead vehicles. The ambush is textbook, terrain chosen to channel the attackers, fields of fire overlapping so movement equals exposure. Men hit the deck, engines cut. The world narrows to muzzle flashes and the metallic taste of fear. Special forces react exactly as they must. Gunners mount suppressing fire, M250 caliber machine guns, and MK-19 grenade launchers sweep the slopes. Tracer rounds stitch through dust and rock. Teams split, suppress, then move. The smallest units executing drills practiced until they were second nature. Automatic grenade launchers send 40mm arcs into suspected caves. Snipers, eyes to thermal optics, look for faint heat signatures where a rock shouldn't be warm. One by one, the most dangerous gunners go silent. Still, new muzzle flashes appear. The enemy shifts through tunnels and gullies, refusing to be pinned. The battlefield is ugly and mechanical. Mortars answer from high ground. Shrapnel tears sheet metal and flesh alike. Mud brick compounds shudder under machine gun fire. Combat medics crawl in the open to drag the wounded to cover. The landing zone is hot. Helicopters can't risk the approach. Evacuation will wait. Air power threads through the fight. F-16 fighters come in with precision-guided ordnance. Bombs crater ridgelines. Explosions throw up curtains of dust and rock. A 10 thunderbolts follow. The Avenger cannon thunders, shredding boulders and collapsing cave mouths. The valley answers with smoke, and then silence, and then again with the pop and spit of small arms. The Taliban's tactic is simple and old. Disappear into tunnels after strikes, then fire from new angles when the dust settles. The first day stretches, communication specialists stitch together calls for fire, laser designations, and the positions of friendly elements. Infrared pointers mark targets that pilots see as bright sigils through their heads-up displays. Every strike, every strafing run is timed to a movement on the ground, a choreography of violence intended to unthread the enemy's positions without breaking the friendly forces. Night steals the valley. The moon is a sliver and the temperature drops below freezing. Night vision goggles turn men and shapes into eerie green silhouettes. The Americans dig in, laying claymore fields, clearing arcs of fire, and setting interlocking sectors so that no approach is blind. Sleep is a rumor. Probes come, small groups testing perimeter wire and listening posts. Each probe meets a controlled response. Grenades, rifle bursts, automatic suppressing fire. When darkness grows thick, AC-130 gunships arrive, their starlight of cannon fire turning the night into something like day. As hours tick by, logistics bite. Ammunition dwindles faster than anyone wants. Under the smoke and the sporadic flares, the reality is blunt. Resupply is dangerous and slow. Teams enforce fire discipline, short, controlled bursts, aimed and conservative. Allied Afghan fighters share what they can. Radios hiss with requests and confirmations. By the second day, the land itself shows the toll. Cratered slopes, shattered ridgelines, rock blackened from constant airstrikes. But the fight isn't done. Taliban fighters move through gullies and cave systems, probing for weak points. The Americans respond with precision. Special forces teams clear caves, mark tunnel mouths, and combat engineers collapse hidden corridors that once let fighters vanish into the hills. Logistics keep pace under strain. MC-130S and CH-47s push supplies forward, landing just long enough to offload fuel and ammunition under cover of darkness. No theatrics, just risk and necessity. Without that fuel, no vehicle moves. Without those rounds, no fight continues. Special forces secure the landing zone, grab what they need, refuel, and push back out. The fighting tightens. Contact occasionally breaks into close quarters exchanges. Grenade range, muzzle to muzzle. Barrels overheat, rifles jam, sidearms come out. Medics work behind boulders, patching the wounded with whatever's at hand. If you're still watching, hit subscribe. It's free. And comment below if you'd ever heard of Operation Eagle Fury before that. Over the next 2 days, the operation presses on. Airstrikes continue to soften enemy positions. Teams methodically clear caves, and engineers seal or mark tunnels. Intercepted chatter shows the enemy coordination collapsing. Commanders struggle to maintain control of fighters moving between gullies and ridges. U.S. forces push the advantage, striking high-value positions and keeping Taliban reinforcements off balance. By the final day, the valley is quiet. Positions are destroyed or abandoned, cave entrances collapsed, and scattered fighters either fled or were neutralized. Intelligence materials recovered hint at connections to broader Taliban operations. Casualties among the Americans are minimal, a testament to careful planning, coordination with air support, and disciplined execution. Extraction begins at dusk. Helicopters lift off under vigilant overwatch. The wounded are aboard, and the men leave the valley behind, exhausted, relieved, and wary. No glamour, no glory, just endurance, coordination, and survival. Operation Eagle Fury, Liege, February 2003. A reminder that disciplined units, backed by logistics and precise firepower, can dismantle an entrenched enemy even in terrain built for ambush.